Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony, and this is the second part of Stop the Press. We're inside the abandoned Journal, East St. Louis Journal building, and look down these steps. I'm just showing you a little bit of what the stairways looked like that led us up to these top floors. I forgot to film my climb up, so I figured I'd put this first so you guys could see what it is like looking down. But this is really a pretty cool building. If you want to hear a little bit about the history of the newspaper, check out part 1. And you'll also see the outside of the building on part 1. Like I said, this is part 2. If my narration seems a little off, it's like 12:38 a.m. and so anyways, there's a lot of different stuff going on in this building, as evident by the different types of files and papers I found here. This was a dark room. Really kind of confused about all this. I guess the dark room would have been left from the newspaper. Okay, that's not confusing. Sorry. I unconfused myself. But there was a lot of different odd files. There's going to be something kind of strange here coming up. Love the glass in that door. I think this building was built in the 20s. All kinds of files. There was signs of medical testing, legal stuff, all kinds of crap in here. Looks like it was being used to store. You know, I don't know what the hell was in here, to be honest with you. I read a few different things, but there had to be more than just the two that I had talked about. What is that kit there? I mean, is that... It looks medical in nature. Those aren't plungers or syringes. What? I'll give you $1 or a cookie or something if you could tell me exactly what that stuff is. Some of the stuff over here I'm not 100%, but some of the things I glanced at seemed as if it could have been insurance information. I'm not sure. These 2007 photos had dates on them. It's a big room full of files. Surprise, surprise, more files. This is something about it's, I don't know, maybe State College. That might be from State College if they were training people, you know, for some sort of medical recording. filing. Hell, I don't know. There's an office back here too.
Look your photos. Look. That's what this used to look like in here, dude.
Whole pile of whoever had this office kept a lot of pills at work. Interesting railroad spike.
There may be somebody who stays in here so they make a little bit.
That kind of made me wonder if somebody. That kind of made me wonder if somebody wasn't staying in here, sleeping in here, you know, like one individual. And, you know, sometimes I find weird things like heavy metal objects that make me think maybe the person staying here was keeping it in case another homeless person came in and they had to thump them. By the way, somebody left the toilet dirty when this building was abandoned. There was decaying. Sorry about that, but yeah, you could tell that was decaying toilet paper that had like dissolved. There's some really cool stuff up here.
That's stupid as fuck. That's what I told you. You're like, where do you go? Oh, fuck no. Wow. Dude. Do you know how to turn that off?
Newsroom. And also it looks like they were doing
This is the printing
census work here too as well. So this, if somebody's familiar with newspapers and printing presses, if you could tell me what some of this stuff is. There were some remnants of printing, I believe, in the basement, and there was big, I don't know, like big pits or holes under the floor that I imagine some sort of equipment fit into, or, you know, I don't know. If you take a look, though, if you know anything about newspapers, let me know what the heck this stuff is. So that conveyor goes into the other room. There's some other holes in the wall that I...
What did he call it there? If you watch the video, did he say what it was?
So, this is a real old school newsroom. Got the holes in the wall, the other ones that go to the other side. I'm not sure what this little area would be.
things, you know, when you're inside, you have to bend.
Evidently, they did the 1980 census out of this building. See, there's that long conveyor going all the way back. Hear those birds squeaking. You'd think they were pigeons, but they're actually doves that kept flying back and forth. So there was some conveyor belts in the basement, or some sort of conveyor. I think there was maybe big drums that held ink at one time in the basement, and then so these were up here.
You got me here in my shot of it. People born. They're wondering about my board. It's a fucking board.
You can kind of hear the trains in the background. I've still got to get this audio fixed. This stabilizer's great, but it kind of screws up the audio, so this is an example of what happens when you don't have a stabilizer. Either that or you drink too much coffee. There's, you know, I could really probably have sat in this building all day and read files. There seem to be legal papers here from the 70s. And Department of Health, Education, Welfare, somebody disposing of some chemicals. I actually had it paused and read a good portion of it. So, anyways, and that could have had something to do with some of the industries around here, because East St. Louis grew and prospered based on the money that was brought in by the residents who worked in National City and Sauget, which used to be known as by something else, Sauget, Illinois. Sauget. I don't know what it used to be called. I can't remember. But anyways, those were basically cities that were set up where nobody actually lived there. They just had a bunch of industry that avoided paying taxes. They had some kind of deal. And also they heavily polluted areas. Sauget still has a lot of industry. Several strip clubs, full nude, that, you know, show vaginas and everything. And, you know, dance club, that drugs are in and out of, and a bunch of polluting industry. And I think if you look up and read about Sauget, that's a really cool hoist, by the way. But Sauget, Illinois, nearby, had a creek that glowed at night, or had like, it had an electric blue glow, and the EPA actually had fenced off the creek because animals have said to.
Andrew.
I wanted him to see those cans. But anyways, animals had gotten in the creek, and they said animals would die within 24 hours of being in the creek from chemicals, and people also would get chemical burns from this creek. And the EPA decided that Sauget can never be cleaned up. You know, it wouldn't even be a super fun site because, I mean, it's polluted. Look it up. You can see more about the chemicals. That is very near East St. Louis, and you can look up the whole history of the town's national city and Sauget. Again, sorry, I can't remember the name. There's the poster. It says something about a temporary job, and the date's 1980. Take a temporary job that counts.
You know what I'm saying? There's something to look for when you're going around those places these days.
Oh, guys, remember, hit the like button for me. It could help me a lot. Comment, share the video. Huh. I wonder what that was all about. But anyways, yeah, I get a certain amount of people that seem to watch every video, and I mean, it would really help me if even half of you guys would hit the like button. If half of the people that watched every video hit the like button,
anyways,
the videos would travel a lot farther, and I'd be able to do a lot more with the channel. So again, I'm going to repeat, hit the like button. It'll help me out a lot. Share the damn video too. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate all of you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great weekend.